Hey, Guru Nation, thank you so much for watching and checking me out. Thank you so much for sending your questions, just like this person did. 949-415-6256. Yes, anybody can do it. Yes, it's my actual phone number. Please don't try to call me, just text and then let me know what you want to talk about, and we could schedule a time to talk because the phone calls have just gotten insane, guys. I don't answer the phone, but text, I reply back. Um, so thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, share. Really, really means a lot. Today's question comes from somebody, like I said, who texted me 949-415-6256. Hey Dan, I got this startup scenario questions. The client is pushing to accelerate the startup activities on a project. So in this case, the client means the sponsor. So let's reread this. The sponsor is pushing to accelerate the startup activities on a project. Which sponsor is not? The study is very important for them. Which study is not? And they want to complete it. I've never heard a sponsor say this study is not important for us. Uh, the study is very important for them, and they want to complete it before the competitors. There are penalties associated with not meeting SIV timelines. So the pressure on the team is very high. This is for us, the startup team at the CRO. What actions could be proposed? How could you motivate the team to deliver on time? So let's go with those two first, right? What actions can be proposed? If you're a startup specialist or if you're at the CRO level, the actions to be proposed is be on top of your site. Like, and what does that actually mean? Well, whatever you're allowed to do without pissing off the site. So if it's every day a form of communication, like a phone call, an email, a text, if they don't reply, a follow up form of communication. For example, I would send an email stressing how important it is on a daily basis to the site. Hey, we're still missing this, and this. Don't send a generic email saying, hey, we're still pending a lot of regulatory documents from your site. To a coordinator that's overwhelmed with work, they know that already. They already know, hey, we're behind, but I got 5 other studies requesting the same things. I don't even know where we're at in the process. I speak from experience, guys. I'm going through this right now as a coordinator. My sponsor has been very good. The CRO has been very good at letting me know exactly to the day what is pending. So, what was pending yesterday, if I submitted it, should be removed from that list. And what is pending today might be different. And so I need to know as a coordinator, I need to know exactly what's missing. I don't need to know documents are missing. I need to know exactly, hey, this training log for this person is missing. I need to know this vendor training for these people are missing. In the more detail you can provide, the quicker you're going to get response from the coordinator. Why? Because you're helping them in a way do their job. Because yes, they're supposed to know and keep track. But if you leave it up to them and they're busy, they're going to get around to it when they get around to it. And if you're pressured for time as the CRO, you need to make their job as easy as possible. Remember that. What kind of plan? Oh, how could you motivate the team to deliver on time? So, this might be out of your power as a startup specialist, but if you're a project manager, somebody negotiating the contract and budget for the site with the site on the CRO side, you could put incentives in the budget. Like if you get startup documents done within 30 days, you get a bonus. This has actually happened to several studies that I've worked on. And guess what? When you put those kind of incentives in, the site director from the site gets involved and says, look, guys, we got an incentive on this study to get the startup regulatory. So I don't care what you're doing on other stuff. You need to make sure this happens because this is $5,000 bonus that we can get. and then the site can pay the coordinators. If you're a startup specialist, you don't have that tool. Obviously, you're not in that position to give sites incentives. But as far as motivating, you could let them know that they can start screening quicker. You could let them know that the sponsor is really looking at metrics for which sites are finishing their startup regulatory in certain time period. Just little incentives like that. If you can't get the coordinator, if you can't get the coordinator's attention, try to get the site director's attention. Try to get the PI's attention. Sometimes that helps. As a CRA, now taking off my site owner hat, my study coordinator hat, putting on my CRA hat, I was working with a large academic medical center, and their coordinators kept going through, like, they used to have a new coordinator almost every visit. So I knew when the sponsor needed something that's important, if I tell the coordinator, it's not in the coordinator's interest to take care of that thing because they know that they can just kick the can down the road to the next poor coordinator who takes over. And then they won't do it either because at these academic medical centers, those are not permanent positions. Those are like stepping stones for medical school, stepping stones for different things for in many cases. So what I did, I went straight to the project manager of the site and I went straight to the PI on numerous occasions and got things resolved even at a big AMC like that quickly. Well, why? Because I'm talking to the right people. Next part of the question is boosting recruitment, scenario based presentation. How would you analyze the situation? What kind of plan can be presented to the sponsor? How would you work with the clinical team to implement this plan? So, this is totally different than startup. This is a question about recruiting. So, when the sites are already activated for the study, what can you do as a CRO to appease the sponsor? Well, have a plan. What's your recruitment plan? What is that? Do you have a central campaign? What specifically are you doing? Do you have a Facebook, Instagram ads? Do you have a landing page? Do you have TV, radio, print? What kind of advertising do you have? Not only that, but maybe you don't have anything. What are you doing as far as the sites are concerned to make sure that they're prioritizing your study? Oftentimes, the sites, they have their own database, but like I said from the previous question, the coordinator's fairly busy, so they may not have time to go through the database and mine it. You know something that my CRO just did for my site, and I said yes to it? To me, it's a no-brainer, but they said I'm the only site that said yes, which is crazy. They offered to pay for me to hire somebody at my site on a part-time basis to go through the database and see who qualifies and then contact these patients. They're offered to pay for me to do that, right? So things like that. Maybe you can't offer that, but maybe you can offer strategies to the site. Hey, why is it taking so long? Maybe you can hire an assistant to go through the database. Can we provide you slides, educational slides for the other clinicians in the office or the other clinicians in the community to do lunch and learns with them? How can we help? As a CRO, you want to help your sites. You're a partner. Remember, you're a partner with the sites. Uh, Finally, database lock, which is everyone's favorite. What actions would you put in place to ensure a timely database lock and project closure? Again, some kind of incentives if you're in some sort of leadership role at the CRO. If you're not, talking to the right people, reminding them that metrics are a factor, reminding them that the sponsor is analyzing how quickly sites respond to queries, and this will determine future studies for that site. More of the same from the startup regulatory. It's the same strategies: motivation, incentives, helping, really helping, not just saying you're, not just virtue signaling that you're helping, like really helping. Details. Like, help the coordinator do their job better however you can. That should be the bottom line. This could have been a 1 minute video. How do you implement all these things? You help the coordinator do their job as best you can from a pragmatic level. Hopefully, this helps Guru Nation. Let me know what you think. I gotta go. Gonna do more videos later today. Take care. Like, subscribe, comment, share. Really appreciate it. Bye bye.